Hello, good morning. Okay, I guess it's to be morning when you're listening to this or seeing this video. So basically, I was thinking, I feel we should put together everything we've learned about HTML so far. We should bring it all together and maybe do something like a mini project. It doesn't necessarily matter, but just to put everything we've learned in practice and see a practical use of it. So I decided to build a profile, like a basic profile page with HTML. It will not have any styling basically because it's just HTML, but I wanted to just throw in something into it that you might like. So let's get started so that the video will not get too long. I'll be a little bit fast, but you can always ask any questions and I would in and to answer you. Before that, let me open our image in the browser. Remember our Hello World project. Then we'll open it in the browser so I'll be able to see what we are doing and as we're going back and forth. So now let's go. So I'll just be doing this as if I'm coding a real project. So I'll be talking as I'm going on. So just use the shortcuts to bring about this boilerplate. We've talked about this over and over again, so I think you should be able to. But if you can't do this on your own system, you can pause the video and copy out what this is. So title, my profile, and that's that. So we're going to be trying to use the HTML5 semantic tags we talked about. So we're going to use the header tag, to wrap around our header. Note the head tag is different from the header tag. Header tag is HTML5 semantic tags that help us wrap around our header. So basically what I want to put here is basic h1 tag. An h1 tag that says Beth-el's profile. Beth-el's profile. And to make things a little bit sweeter, I'll put an horizontal row, so there'll be a line behind it. So let's see how it looks so far. Refresh Beth-el's profile. Okay. In my mind's eye, what I want to do next is put an image, then we'll continue with the rest. So how do we go about this? We've talked about images before, so this will now be inside what we call section. So this semantic tag we call section. So let's even give this header a class or an ID. So let's give it an ID of main header. If you notice there's an underscore, I didn't just write header like that because in HTML, in programming generally, you don't want to say main header like this. No space, and you don't want to. You could do this, or you could do this. We use an underscore, but don't put main dash space header, it will make sense. You need to use something to connect it. So that's why I use an underscore, because I'm used to using an underscore. So let's give it an idea of main header. The next, underneath it, we are going to use a section tag, and this section will be let's give it an ID of a class. Let's give it an ID of um, basic info. Basic info. So in this section, that is where we'll put our image. Sorry, img. Remember, we need to put in an img tag. Is a self-closing tag, so we don't need to close it again. It's just a self-closing tag, and one of the attributes that allows us to impute our image is the src attribute, where we'll now be able to link, like I said, in this file, take me to images, and take me to image 1. I think that's the picture I want to use. We need to put another alt, my picture. This alt is like we explained in the video on images. In case your image doesn't load, the alt now loads and gives a description to it, and it also helps people that are visually impaired and using a screen reader. It tells them what the image is about. So basically, this is my picture, and if I want to adjust, I could use the width and the height. The height to style the width and the height. But for now, let me see how it looks before I decide either I'm going to reduce or increase the width. Okay, it's fair. I think this picture is fair, but if yours is not, you could choose to reduce the height and the width for it to fit, but you can actually do that. Let me try and adjust with this. Let's see, but I think I'm okay with the way the image is. Let's say I make the width 400 pixels. Okay, the width, let's make the width 200 pixel, and the height 400 pixel. Basically it's in pixel, that's why I'm not writing pixel, but default behind pixel. Let's see what happens. It shrinks and it kind of squishes the image. It's like stretched out kind of. So, and that's because maybe the width is not enough. So let's say I increase the width to 300 and see if it will make it look better. Okay, I think it's better. Well, let's just leave it like this. I think it's okay. I would have loved to just leave everything default. Then in this basic info, I would like to put my name, my age, my website or something, and my email, basically. So to do this, I'll just use a break tag to separate this content. Then I want to use a table here. Then like we said, we do create a table row. Then here we'll make a table header. table header. We have name. Another table header. Now let me just put it. Let them be within the same line so that it would, instead of carrying too much space, something like this. I'll just copy this a couple and paste it a couple of times so I want name, okay, 4 is enough. So name, maybe age, email, and let's say phone. Then we create another table row, and this one is now going to be table data. And my name is Beth-el. Beth-el Ojima. I'll just put the onion there. Then just copy this a couple of times and paste Beth-el Ojima there. Age. Should I put my age? No, I'm not putting my age. Why am I not putting my age? I don't know. Let me just put 45. But I'm not yet 45. Email. Okay. Maybe I should put my real email in case you want to contact me. So Ojima Ojo dot Anyebe at gmail.com. Okay, this is correct. Then phone. So another TD, sorry. I'll just be copying and pasting. So what's my phone number? You probably have it already. I'm not putting 8134034. Okay, I think this is 11. But basically this is not my phone number. So don't call it. You're probably told it's a wrong number. So yeah. So this is it. Name, age, email, phone number. Okay, basic info enough for me. So I would like to create a break tag here. At this point I'm done. Sorry, not here. Under the table at the end of this, an HR, sorry, an horizontal row. Then what next? That section is over. What do we need? What do I add? Okay, now for instance, I'm trying to look for a way would incorporate everything we've learned. So let me add another section. I guess we're doing more justice to this schematic elements section, and this section will have a class of basic lists. So here I'll just put and in this section we're using h3, h4 is okay. List of my favorite things, favorite food. Okay. What do I like eating the most? I love eating pounded yam, so I'll just create a UL. This is okay. Let's make it an ordered list, an OL ordered list of my favorite food. So one of them li is pounded yam, and a goosey soup. I think I'm spelling the soup correctly. Next off is I love draw as well, so another airline. So okra, I think they said it's no longer okra, it's okra, so it's not okra soup. Okra soup, okra soup, and amala. I'm not so much a fan of the rice, but I love another airline. I love my jollof rice. Jollof rice with beef, with fried beef. Okay, let me not start salivating yet. Then I'll just put a break tag here, maybe double break tag. Then on h4 again, list of my favorite languages or programming languages. So I'll create an unordered list in this case. So UL and li is in I like. Most people don't call. Okay, let me arrange this very well. Most people don't see or call HTML a language. They could, but it's actually a language. If you ask me, I like HTML. I like CSS, and I like JavaScript. I like Python. So basically, these are my favorite languages, and I can coach you in any of these. And if you do pay attention, you would be able to write code in these 4 languages as well. I do a little bit of PHP, but these are my 4 major strong points. So let's see how our page is coming out. We've not checked it in a while. So what do we have? Okay, list of my favorite things. Okay, I don't like this space between this, so I'll just remove one of the big tags, or if possible two of them. Let's see, let me remove two of them and see if it should come together a little bit. Okay, I think I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this for now. So what next? Maybe I should add I I'd like to. We talked about link also. We talked about link. So I like to link. Okay, don't worry. And we talked about paragraph. So we're going to create another section or an article. Let's create an article. So we're going to be using an article tag, and in this article tag, these are HTML5 schematic tags that we've talked about. So what's going to come next in article? So what I'm going to put an heading to my article of let's say heading 3. My bio. So my bio. So I'm gonna put a p tag, put some lorem, another p tag, put some lorem, but on top of it, before these ones, I'll just put a normal starting paragraph. My name is Beth-el. My website is where you can find my basic information. So I want to turn this website into a link that will link it to my actual website. It's actually down for the moment for maintenance. I'm building another profile. I'm trying to change things up. So if you go to the address, you won't see anything for now. So how do I convert this into a link, this website? Remember we talked about the anchor tag, or what we call the a tag. So here's what we're going to do. Put an a tag here. It will close itself basically, and I'll just copy and put here. That's all you need to do. But it is not yet it won't go anywhere until I put the href tag. Excuse me. And my website is http. I said I mean http www.bethel.ojima.xyz. So that's my page. I think it should be down by now. Then I like to use let me in the header I want to use our emphasis tag, and I'm trying to think of where to put it. So maybe in the header before our image, or on top of our image. So oh, okay, somewhere here. So I'll just put a p tag, and I'll say this is a basic profile page for Mr. Beth-el. So I'm going to make Mr. Beth-el strong. So this is how I'll go about it. I'm putting the strong tag here, then I'll close it up at the end of Beth-el. Then this word profile, I want it italic, basic. So I'll just put in a em tag and put basic profile into it. Okay, let's see how we're doing so far. Refresh. Okay, here we are. This is a basic profile page of Mr. Beth-el. Oh, I didn't close the strong tag properly, if you notice. Okay, so what did I do wrong? Oh. This was not supposed to be. Yes. So here we are. Now, Mr. Beth-el, this is all into, and our website, there's a space issue there. So I'll just go back and sort that. There should be a space here. Then I don't want us to leave our page when we click on this. So I want it to open another page. So I'll now put in target equals blank, so that it will open a new page whenever I want it. So when we click on it, it opens a new page. We're not going to just waste our time on it now. So let's continue with our project. So here, my bio, I want there to be a break, like an HR rule here, so that my bio will stand out a little bit more. So this is what I'm going to do at the end of this section. I'll put an horizontal row here. Then between my bio and this, I think I should put an horizontal row here also. I want it to stand out. So let's see. Good. I think I'm liking what I'm seeing. Okay. No, I don't think I should put second horizontal row. So let's see how it's coming up. Something like this is fair. So what else did we talk about? Finally, we talked about forms. So let's bring in our forms into the whole mix. And this would be a section tag. We could even wrap the article into a section tag also. and just copy everything in the article tab. Ctrl X and put then we could now give the section a class or an ID, a class of bio. And then back here we'll now create another section tag. If you notice, I'm using section tag more and wrapping everything around section tags, if you notice, and it's actually very awesome. That is what these semantic tags are actually very good at. They help you arrange your block level elements in such a way that they make sense. When reading it, when somebody is going through your code, and even for the browser and yourself, you see everything is okay. This is section, and you could just close up every section. I think this feature comes with basically every code editor, and just the classes you put for them, and you'll be able to close up every section. See, basic info, basically it's bio, and this is then you can open them up if you don't want your page cluttered, your browser cluttered up as you're working. So let's just close things up and begin to work like that. So this section will be a class of form. So we want let's put an h4 and say contact me. Contact me. So we're going to open our form tag. Option we don't want it to go anywhere, so basically that's it. We're going to put a field set, and in this field set we're going to put a legend and say send me an email so for you to send me an email, we're going to put so we're going to put a break tag where you would impute your label. So label for name, so say you put your name, then we'll put an input of type text. It auto fills it for me. I want to put a placeholder, and I wanted to say put your name, or your name, your full name, what do I also want you to put for me? Okay, put a break tag, maybe another break tag, then put another label for email. I want you to input your email, so write email, then I need an input, not text this time. I want an email field, and I'll put a placeholder. Give me example or let's say your email at how do I put it? Okay, your at email.com, so I'll be able to understand how to put your email. Then I want you to, okay, what you've been able to put your full name and your email. So what do you want to tell me? So I'll put the double break again. Then I need label for this, label for message. I'll now put message. Then I'll put an input this time, and for no type, it's a text area. Not an input actually. I need a text area for this, so I'll just put a text area. Name, message, number of columns, ID. Okay, what's the ID we'll put for this message, or send me a message. Let's put a message still. Then this is auto generated, so I think I'm okay with it. Let's save and see what we have. If you notice, as I was typing, I'll just put the name of the tag, and it just helps me complete things. That is the importance of those. If you followed the first class, those plugins I said you should install when we installed VS Code. Those are helpers, and they'll help you actually when you code. So now let's go back up, refresh, and see our form generated. So basically, send an email, your full name and your email address, and you put whatever you want to put as message, but we've not put a way to send it to me. So how do we do that? So next up, we'll put a break tag, a double break tag, I think would make sense. Then we'll put another input, this time no legend. Type, what type of input would this be? Submit. And by default, if we just put this and we come here, we'll see a submit button. But I don't want, okay, because of the for and all that, if you notice, it submits somewhere. It will submit it somewhere, basically. But that's not what I want. I want this value to change. So what do? I put the value attribute here, send mail. Or let's say send email. So you come over here and we see send email. So that's it. So I don't want it taking me, because I said it should submit to this file. If you notice, why it's doing all this, it's telling you that it has submitted to the hello world file, and I don't want that happening, taking me to another page and doing all that. So I'll just remove this full stop I put in the beginning on the action. I'm just going to remove the action attribute entirely, but basically that is actually doing its job, and I think that should solve that. So when I submit it, don't take me out of this page again, to just keep refreshing the page. Well, basically that is what that is about. So I hope this class has not been so boring and long with me talking over and over and over again, but this is like more of a recap of everything we've been able to do so far, and I hope you were able to understand and enjoy. Okay, first, I like to make a break. Not first, lastly, I like to make a break at the end of this one before the contact me section, before the form section. Under this, I think I should just put an horizontal one for aesthetics sake, so it to look good. Now makes more sense to my eyes. So we have this, this, and I think this explains almost everything we've gone through with HTML so far. So now let's use the final semantic tag that will not use footer. The footer tag is the last like the name goes, footer stays at the foot of the document basically. So what will be in our footer tag? So I'll just put the HR first, so that's separate from the rest item on top. I'll put the P tag, then maybe copyright copyright 2022 all right reserve. I don't know what you like to use. I know there are some HTML entities for this, for copyright, but I'll just use my normal wrap tenancy and just do this. So, but I know there's an ampersand. Let me even try it. I can't remember. Let me see if I can remember. Or I know there's an HTML entity that starts with ampersand dollar. I can't remember it. Let me not just. But there are called HTML entity, and they will generate these things on the fly. So copyright, that's our footer there. So if you've been able to follow through to this point, meaning you understood everything we've done in our basic HTML class, and you are ready to proceed to start styling our elements, because this whole thing is just vanilla HTML. There is just basic HTML. There is no CSS in it in any way, and you start seeing how CSS will make our web page look beautiful and add flesh to it. I always tell people that HTML is just like a skeleton. CSS is the flesh that covers it. Everybody, if we're all to be working with our skeleton, everybody will be ugly. It's the flesh that makes us look beautiful. So basically, we'll be starting the next course on CSS, and I hope you are as excited as me to start understanding deeper into the whole front end magic. So thank you very much for staying through. If you stayed through our UI class, actually, you stayed through to this part of the HTML. I hope you've really understood one or two things, and you've been able to get something out of this. And I want to sincerely plead, in case you have any question, please, before we proceed, ask so that I'll clarify and clear every doubt or any question you might have, so that when we are entering, we would have a full understanding of this HTML. It is very important. So any question whatsoever from the beginning of HTML to this point, any question whatsoever, please ask so that I'll be able to clear it out and have a firm, perfect understanding before moving into CSS. Thank you very much. And as my movie people will call it, it's a wrap.